something you can do to resolve the mess in your own head alone independently, a good thing to do is to grab a piece of paper or an Excel sheet that I have from my previous therapy, and you document everything that goes through your head. Like, for example, through the day, it has to be an automatic thought. Like, through the day, you go ahead, and sometimes you're going to have this weird trigger of like, oh, you feel horrible, you feel bad about yourself, or you're going to do some negative talk, and that's what we call thought patterns. And what you can do, and I didn't really believe in that at the beginning, but I started doing it seriously, and then I had this huge list of thought patterns. I was like, oh my God. And that's you take a piece of paper or the notes of your phone or an Excel sheet if you're in the computer during the day, and you put what you think. For example, if you start like a task and you think like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it, or I'm not going to be able to achieve this, that's not for me, I'm not able to do this and to do that, like write the trigger, the event, write the thought that you have according to this, write the behavior, the consequence from that thought and event, and have like what they call a counter statement. This is something I've seen in therapy. It's super working. It's like, it's going to teach your brain to notice the thoughts that are going through your head during the day, and you're going to write them down. And then after you have a huge list, you're going to see a pattern, You're going to be like, oh, like there is all these things happening in my head. That's where you realize, like, I don't want that in my head. And the last fourth part, I told you, a counter statement. That's where you need to diffuse those ideas. You're going to be like, okay, this is what I think. Because this happened, what can I think about that? For example, an example that I had, like for a long time is like, for example, my mother doesn't trust me on a lot of things. And sometimes when I pour wine, she says like, "Oh, be careful when you pour wine." I'm like, "Hey, I'm 28. Like, I know how to pour wine, But the event is my mom telling me this. The thought of that is like, okay, so maybe I'm just not able to pour wine, at least, in the end. And the consequence of that is that I become angry to her, or I lose confidence, and I'm like, how can you not trust me on that? Stuff like that. And the rational counter statement would be, like, she's caring and she's just scared about everything, so just understand that, forgive her for that, and just realize that you're perfectly able to do anything you want, So that sounds silly, that sounds stupid, sounds simple, but we all have thought patterns. And some of these patterns can be super toxic, and you need to notice that, you need to spot it, to catch it when it happens. So that's why you have to do it through the day when you catch it, not at the end of the day. Don't wait the end of the day, be like, what did I think today? No, that doesn't work. You will forget it, because that's the purpose of this. Those are automatic, and when it's automatic, you don't realize it. You do it without being conscious of it. So you need to spot it on the go. Like, for example, you're going to start a task, you're going to open your computer, going to do that, and automatically you're going to have like this thought, for example, If you lack confidence, for example, you're going to be like, oh shit, like I'm not going to be able to finish this on time. Why? Well, because this happened, and then I think this of me, and then I will never. So, those are stuff you need to be really paying attention, and that will really help you going forward to really do a self-audit, understand where the problems are coming in your head, and how to diffuse it. And then that way you can become very independent in cleaning your own mess. And that's a very, very good tool to start really like taking control of your thoughts. And that's a very good thing. Let me know what you think about, and I'll share this with someone who might need it. Peace.